I asked 8 sales leaders if they could only choose one method, one channel for prospecting, which one would they choose? And this is what they had to say.
It's social.
Cold call.
Email, of course.
I just almost cut you off before you finished the sentence with like, phone, it's the phone. And I'll tell you why, right? Consistently over my career, I've had this experience where there's a person I've reached out to at least 3 times via email over a certain amount of days and nothing. And then I call and they answer the phone. Like I book meetings over the phone more quickly, probably a higher volume by email, but more quickly on the phone, like all day.
I'm gonna pick social every single time. People are getting more active on social, and we're moving more into the digital world, and you have more options to comment, to post, to send a message, to send a video, to send a voice note, those things that you can do across the board. Especially if you do Instagram, if some people probably aren't, but like if your buyers on Instagram, you could send anyone a voice note and a video. I've had a lot of people respond just like you would never think that would respond because I do these things, and it's just another vantage point.
It would depend on what I'm selling. So if it's me right now and I'm selling to sales leaders, I would probably use the phone. I don't have any problem getting people to pick up the phone when I cold call them. I think salespeople in general are more likely to pick up the phone. They're a little bit more receptive to that. If I was selling something else, it would be totally contextual to that persona. If I was selling it to technical people, a lot of those engineers and product people don't, they just don't pick up the phone. So I would rely on something probably like email or social in that case. But for me, it's probably going to be phone.
You've got to email. People want to come to their own conclusions. They can do their own research about whether or not, hey, Will wrote me this really awesome message. It cut through the noise. I really liked it. Let me see what Vidyard, let me see what sales feed is all about. Okay, this is really interesting. It's like turning an outbound lead into an inbound lead. That's why you don't sell in the email. If you don't sell in the email and you generate curiosity, people will go and do their own research, come to their own conclusions. I think there's that element of making people feel like the power is in their hands.
I know I should say email, right? But I still trust in the phone more. I think it's just because like my team personally, we book probably 75% of our meetings over the phone because that's the quickest way to just get somebody and have a live conversation. Just get a quick yes or no answer.
This is an unanswerable question because it totally depends on who your target audience is. You may be reaching out to a chief information security officer, or you may be reaching out to an individual sales rep. Those two personas have very different ways of consuming information. They have very different channels that they respond to. They have different expectations about how you should reach out to them. I can answer the question for my persona, which is salespeople. And if I had to choose, I would probably choose LinkedIn. And the reason for that is because salespeople, sales leaders are very active on LinkedIn. I can send a mixture of voice messages and video messages and custom email, but it's very important to do all of everything. So fundamentally, I reject the question.
So cold call would be my answer. I want to have human interaction. I love to talk to people, actually be able to, I can't convey myself in writing very well, but I can do it in a full-on conversation. And I think it's just a little bit more authentic and you can really build a relationship.
Email is the most likely channel to be preferred by the largest number of individuals. One, it's the way that we communicate in the business universe. It is the logistical platform for all things relationships. The likelihood that you're going to find someone with channel preference there over others is higher. The other piece is there's a bit more of a lasting effect with email. We still see, opens and responses from emails that come a week later. Cold call exists in that exact single moment, and so if your timing's off, you're done.